Alright, so I'm be making a beat today. I'm gonna show y'all how I'm putting it together. So yeah, I'm just starting out with a piano. As you can see, I don't know if it's in the camera, but right here. That's just my tripod, but I did get the Mac Studio, and I'm gonna be making the beat on my old computer, the Hackintosh. But I'm gonna try to do the video on there. See if I can get it out in 4K. Be my first 4K video putting out. But yeah, finally got the horsepower with my Mac. Yeah, keep that. Just take out these little notes where fingers might touch the wrong keys. It's all good. But yeah, that's just the melody piano on top that I'm gonna add on. Alright, we're gonna add the bass line. This is not like the 808 bass line. This is gonna be the bass line to give it some depth. Now you either do this probably like if you coming into your chorus, before the chorus or before the verse, like an intro to the song, or you can have it like in the chorus, or have it the pre-chorus, where the pre-chorus going out of the verse, like the last 4 to 8 bars or something like that. But we're about to add that in there. It's gonna give it like a little bit of depth. Real simple, but yeah. Okay, so what I did was I took a string and pretty much copied my the keys I played for the piano. You know, the keys for the notes I had for the piano. Pretty much did an underlayer for the string. I took a couple notes out, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as that piano. So this is it right. So yeah, just give it a little bit more depth and that sound that you looking for. Kind of that darker sound. Okay, so I'm gonna add on this organ. I ain't done it in a long time, so I'm just add it on here. Let's do it one more time. Alright, so now I'm working on the actual 808. Pretty simple. It's going to kind of follow the same as the bass line. Alright, so we're going to add a little bit of distortion to this 808 just to get it to stand out a little bit. Make it sound a little bit more modern. So I'm going to just run it to the bus I got going for my 808s. And all I got on here is just the overdrive. This is just the Logic. One that comes with Logic. So yeah, I like to use that one. It's probably like one of the best sounding distortions you can get, like plug-in wise. You know what I'm saying? even though it is just from their stock plugin. It's probably one of the best ones. So you can hear how I just bring it out a little bit.
DJ Fury.
It's a little bit louder, but it really gives a lot more depth to it. Make it sound a lot like more modern sounding. Because you know you don't want your 808 sounding like 1998 and stuff, where you couldn't hear the actual 808, you just hear the bass, you know. So yeah, that's the little trick I do to get the 808 to stand out. Just use a little bit of overdrive inside of Logic. Sometimes if you use a distortion, the actual distortion in Logic might be a little bit too much. So you can just use this to make it louder and more present. Add some harmonics to it without totally distorting it out. So yeah, all right, we're gonna add on the kick drum and the rest of the drums. I'm gonna do a little bit of reverb on this hi-hat. Just sounds a little bit too in your face. I kind of want it more in the background a little bit. Show you a trick on how I'm gonna do that. Alright, so Logic is defaulting it to 16 notes, but we are at half the speed, so it's like 8 notes. So we're gonna raise this up to 32. Then we get that back in there. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna use a nice little trick that I like to do. You can do this on vocals. Like I do this in like a lot of my mixes now, you know what I'm saying? But this is gonna set the hi-hat back a little bit, and we're just gonna use a reverb actually on the channel. And not as a buzz how you would normally do. You're gonna do it actually on the channel. It's gonna set it back a little bit. So if you hear it now, it's gonna sound, you know, all washed out. So I'm playing washed out just so you know what I'm talking about. Alright, one thing that's too high, so we're gonna get rid of this down too low. And we're gonna get alright, it's good right there. And we're gonna turn the distance down just a little bit. Alright, now you just want to take your mix knob and get it to where it sound right. So about 5 to 10% be usually be pretty good. Pull it down just a little bit now. Right there is about perfect. Now you kind of sounding like it's more inside of the same place. Like the piano is playing. It sounds like it's in the same room now. And that's what we want. Kind of subtle, but it make a big difference. Okay, all right. So let's move on to the kick and snare. And our kick. All right. Right there. That's cool right there. We ain't gotta match up every kick, you know what I'm saying, to every drum hit or every 808 hit. It's kind of like a south side technique, you know what I'm saying? South side and Twisted Genius, he do that too. So shout out to Twisted Genius. All of the Mississippi producers. But yeah, that's like really like a south side type thing. He really kind of put that hard kick, cause you know what I'm saying. You'd be thinking, oh man, it's already kicking pretty hard. Then they put another kick over top of that. It's kicking even harder than that one. So yeah, that's like that's really south side type thing. All right, so we got our kicks done. I might move the 808 over here, just so I can get close to this kick. To get this mixed in good. So the 808 is a little bit too loud. Alright, right there pretty much about perfect. So alright, let's move on to the snare. Easy lead. I might change the lead to another sound, but like I want to do something like kind of simple like that to be the hook, and that's gonna be the end of the beat. Pretty much. I want to kind of leave it open with just those pianos, so somebody can get like a really good melody going on with whatever they trying to do. Like I don't want to get in the way of that. So like with these melodic style beats, you don't want to get too instrument heavy on them. But yeah, that's gonna be the last thing for this beat. I might change the sound, but yeah, it's gonna wrap up this beat right here. I'm gonna lay it out, get the hooks laid out, and yeah, this beat will be on my channel too, along with this video.